Good evening. Welcome to Wednesday. It's a nice sunny day here for a change. Tonight we're going to be making a mushroom cauliflower risotto. If you don't want to use regular butter, you can use vegan butter if that's what you choose to use to make it more of a vegan dish. I like real butter and I use real Irish butter. So we're going to add in our pan over here. We're going to have 2 tablespoons of olive oil. You're going to put your pan on medium high. 2 tablespoons of olive oil and 2 tablespoons of butter, sorry. 2 tablespoons of butter. And we're going to let that melt. And when that melts, we're going to add our mushrooms, which as you can see, I've diced up very fine so that they'll be the same texture as the cauliflower that I diced up. So as soon as that's melted, we're going to add this in. As you can see, the butter's melted. We're going to take our mushrooms, put them in the pan, give them a stir, and we're going to let them cook for about 3 minutes until most of the liquid is gone. You can see the mushrooms are starting to get brown. The liquid is just about evaporated. I'm going to add the onion, which is 1 whole medium onion diced fine, and 2 cloves of garlic diced fine. You're going to add that in. Don't want to miss any of that garlic. And a pinch of salt. And we're going to stir that. And we're going to let that cook down for about another 3 minutes until the onion is rendered. As you can see, the onions and the mushrooms and the garlic are starting to get all rendered down, so they're getting soft. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of fresh thyme, which I chopped up because I have a thyme plant. And then we have 3 cups of diced up cauliflower. If you want to get the riced one, you can get the riced one, or you can put it in your food processor until it becomes riced. But I use it like this because it gives it more of a textural thing. And you're going to stir this all together, and you're going to cook it for another 2 minutes, and then we'll see how it progresses in a couple of minutes. Now we're going to put in a 1/4 cup of dry white wine. That's optional if you want to put it in. If not, it's fine. I just happen to have a bottle open, so I added it up. You're going to let this cook for 3 more minutes, stirring it constantly. The wine is evaporated. We're going to take our cup of vegetable stock and pour that in. And we're going to put some fresh black pepper in there, about 1/2 teaspoon. And we're going to let this cook down till all the liquid is evaporated, probably another 5 or 6 minutes. I just took the risotto off the stove. I'm going to add the last 2 tablespoons of butter and 3/4 of a cup of fresh Parmesan cheese. You're going to give that a nice stir. If you're vegan, like I said, use vegan cheese, whatever you're used to. This recipe just happens to be with all this other stuff. You're going to get this all stirred together. Gotta wait for the butter to melt. It takes a few minutes. And get that all set. And then I'm going to get a serving dish to show you how it's going to look. Because it looks pretty darn good to me. And it smells pretty good in here too. So I'll just take the area where the butter hasn't gone in and melted it. And we'll put it on a plate. And we'll just move it out. And then I'm going to have a nice glass of wine. Cheers. Have a good night. Enjoy the recipe. See you on Saturday.